Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the 3D standing dinosaur cake. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'll put a link in the description box below, or please click on the eye above. You can watch that and come back to this. So let's get started. We have a lot to do. So I'm securing a bolt on the top part of the threaded rod and fixing the head with the Rice Krispies, which are now set. I realized that the rod was a slight shorter than what I would have wanted, so instead of a 12-inch I should have gone in for a 14-inch. Nevertheless, we'll manage with what we have, and I'm securing with another bolt and making sure it's nice and tight and putting some aluminum foil so that is food safe. Now we'll start stacking our cakes after applying a little bit of ganache on the cake board. For this I'm using 8-inch round cakes, and then we'll be carving it like so. I'm using 2 cakes sandwiched with some dark chocolate ganache, one on top of the other. When you're icing it, be a little careful because icing and carving, be a little careful because the rod is not tall enough. So using the template on top and the cake board as a guide for the bottom, carve out the head little by little like so. Don't be in a hurry to cut out too much, then it'll be very difficult to patch it all back. So do it little by little and use the paper as the guide to do so. Once you're done, I'm applying a little bit of ganache in front of the mouth to add an extra piece because there's a little gap. Carve the edges to make it smooth and round and not sharp. Add another piece on top and secure it with some dark chocolate ganache. Make sure you work in a cool room and so that everything sets quickly. Apply a thick coat of ganache very gently and carefully, taking care not to break any cake. And once everything is done and almost smooth, put it in the fridge to chill, or if your fridge is not big enough, you can leave it in a cool room. Now once everything is set, we can start applying fondant bit by bit. Roll it a little thicker than you would normally do because this cake has uneven surfaces, so you don't want anything to be bumpy. Keep applying water so that the fondant sticks to the cake, and smoothen the joints as much as you can and continue bit by bit. Now we add the eyes. I'm using fondant mixed with a little bit of CMC powder, or you can also use gum paste for this because I want it to dry a little hard. Shape the eyes and make sure it's nicely secured to the ganache, and now we'll make the nostrils. Once these are done, apply a little bit of water and then roll a large piece of fondant and cover the cake. Be a little gentle but quick because you don't want the fondant to tear as much as possible. Small tears here and there are unavoidable because of the shape and the structure of the cake. Try to apply a little bit of margarine to the parts where it's broken or torn, and with your fingers or a fondant smoother or a ball of fondant, try to smoothen it as much as possible. At this point my camera stopped recording, so I wasn't able to do the other part, which I didn't realize, but as you can see, there are just a few detailing like the eyes and mouth, and I added a scarf to hide the joint of the fondant between the neck and the body, a little cap, some claws, and the hands were made out of fondant mixed with CMC powder. And I placed a 2-tier cake which was about 8 inch tall in front of the dinosaur, touching the mouth so that it looks like the dinosaur is ready to bite into the cake. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please give this a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye bye.